Welcome back to 22 Feet Academy, so we get ready to bring you more President's Day Showcase action. Marcus Burnett joined by Will Finch here on the mic, and we appreciate you coming to the Imagine Center via the live webcast here today. This next matchup is going to feature 22 Feet, their varsity squad, taking on Combine Academy out of the Georgia area. Appreciate you joining me, Will.
Thanks, Marcus. Appreciate you having me on.
Rawson working on the inside. He'll be called for the traveling violation. So we'll go the other way. Rawson looking to use that size. One of the more versatile players that you'll see here in this matchup, but also showing you he can use that frame as well. He'll get called for steps there, so it'll go over to Combine.
Kieran Rawson, 9th grader. He got a lot of growth this past summer, about 6 inches, and still learning how to use his body, how to work those feet.
Always a good problem to have. You want your curve to be as short as possible when it comes to getting used to using that size, but that's a good problem to have. And as you mentioned, a freshman, so he'll have plenty of time to be able to get used to it. But it's Combine that strikes first with the triple. Brucey kicks it out. Can 22 Feet answer back? Yes, they can, getting the home roll. Guess he should since he's at home.
Fantastic drive there, penetration by Levi Brucey, and the kick out to Ralph Schlon for the 3. Good start to the game for the 22 Feet varsity.
We're tied up at 3 apiece. That one's off the mark. Rawson had the rebound momentarily, but it's going to be last touch by number 13. That's Sam Plezak for Combine, so 22 Feet varsity gets it right back.
Leafy running the point. Looking inside. Sergio Velasco Mata from Spain has come overseas and done a heck of a job since getting here to 22 Feet. Development's really good for him.
Been able to see that throughout the course of this season. Thought he had an assist there. That three-pointer wouldn't fall for Brucey, though. Combine comes back with it. Here's Plezak. Plezak in need of a lifeline, picks up his dribble, finds one there just in front of the half-court line. Now he'll try a 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Velasco Mata.
The pressure defense by 22 Feet is something that Coach Matt Schmidt has really emphasized.
We've got a steal on one end and a finish on the other to make it 5-3.
That can't make Coach Matt Schmidt very happy.
Easy layup drill. Gives Combine another lead here early on in this game, and that one.
Back-to-back, Marcus.
As you mentioned, that's not going to make Coach happy, but I think he's going to chalk it up to the guys getting loose here. As that was definitely uncharacteristic for J.J. Willems. Rawson, nice pass inside, but Slon couldn't handle it cleanly. Taking the other way. And laid in by number 10, Honorali Demir.
3 turnovers on 3 trips down the floor for 22 Feet. Like I said, it needs something good to happen on the offensive end here. Schlon for 3.
That one misses.
Never been afraid to take clutch shots, but that one was off the mark.
Yeah, got them on the board with the triple, but, that one off to the right. We'll see what play is 22 Feet going to use in order to get some momentum going on their side. I think Willems answers that with the mid-range J.
Coach Schmidt really emphasizes ball screens, ball movement. For this group, they're just learning the intricacies of the game. So for some of them, it's often information overload, but they're doing a great job of executing Coach's offense.
And that's a good point. I mean, whether it's the physical drills or, like you said, on the acumen or the information side, if you're not challenging yourself, how much better are you getting? So I think the fact that they're, being given an overload of information is always a good thing as Willems ties it up.
Absolutely. J.J. Willems has been with the program for the last 3 years, and he's been just a real thrill to watch as his development has increased the last 3 years.
Answering right back is Combines. They make it 9-7. Williams was looking inside for Rawson initially, had that pass knocked away. That was number 24, Erica's Joxtis, there on the defensive end. In for 22 feet, it'll be number 30, Matt Cormelo, number 2, David Muncie, and number 35, Hoekstra.
Combine has a very strong European influence on this team. Kids from all over the globe, Turkey, Israel, etc.
Matt Cormelo, I believe he's from right here in Greenville, South Carolina, but he has his first points of the game just after checking in a few minutes ago, or moments ago, I should say. 9 apiece. Reverse, won't fall. Rawson with the ball. Now he'll get it ahead to Hoekstra. Back to Rawson. Rawson for 3.
Cormelo and Hoekstra
trying to make sure that ball doesn't make it across the half-court line. This has got to be close to a 10-second violation, but 22 feet steals it away. And we're going to have a foul against, oh no, they're going to say a backcourt violation there, as Hoekstra got stuck between a rock and a hard place.
22 feet with 4 freshmen on the floor, with the exception of J.J. Willems.
Look at Muncie and Cormelo. Those two can really serve as spark plugs here for this 22 feet varsity squad. Getting the bounce there is number 3. That's Sean Snyder.
Little zipper action by Combine. 22 feet got caught up on the switch. Number 3 was wide open at the top of the key. Easy shot.
Cormelo, footwork too fancy for his own good. And that turnover is going to send it back to Combine. 14 minutes, 16 seconds remaining here in the first half.
This team does rely on their freshmen to make plays. 22 feet, that is. Another great shot by Combine on the curl action to the elbow.
That's Erica's Joxtis. Lead now 5 for Combine, the Atlanta version. The white squad specifically. Floater by Muncie's good. String music.
David Muncie, another freshman who's grown this summer to a very, very respectable height, and you can definitely see that in his game.
Muncie, the other Greenville native, in addition to Cormelo, here on this 22 feet varsity squad. That's number 0, Trevor Onawa, with the triple to make it 11-17.
Great ball movement by Combine. Leads to an open 3.
Oh, cookies. All poked away, and we're going to have a foul against Williams.
The turnovers are becoming a serious issue here in the first half, Marcus, for 22 feet.
Turnover serving as self-inflicted wounds, and then on top of that, Combine Academy shooting it at a pretty good clip all around, so that only makes matters worse, but still a 6-point game, so plenty of time for 22 feet varsity to right the ship. Well, like you mentioned, those turnovers have to be minimized, man. I will hand it off to Snyders. I would trying to be a little too physical there on that screen. You like the anxiety to be able to set a good screen. That can often be an ignored aspect of the game, but maybe a little too overzealous on that one. Gets called for the foul, back to 22 feet.
Absolutely. Setting screens is an art lost on today's generation to a degree, but good to see that Combine and 22 feet both emphasizing ball screens on the offensive end.
Cormelo fouled on the play. Going to be fouled by Philip Vinson, who just checked into the game. Vinson, number 23 for Combine. Vinson out of the Atlanta area, played his high school ball at McIntosh, the Chiefs. Part of a talented squad there. Jordan Lyons, Deshaun Lowry, just a couple of the other players that are actually still there, vying for a state championship there in Georgia as playoffs get rolling over the course of the next week or so. Cormelo off the mark on the first free throw. Last one coming can bring 22 feet to within 4. That one's off the back of the rim. 12:44 and counting left to play here in the first half.
1 for 3 from the line was Cormelo on that last trip. Not something that 22 feet wants to have happen. Don't want to leave points at the line.
Don't want to leave shooters wide open either, and Sean Snyder shows you why. Splashes that one from the top of the key.
Beautiful elevator screen executed by Combine Academy. Drain the shot again. Ill-advised pass by Sergio Velasco-Mata there. Fortunate for 22 feet and Sergio. It was a kick ball by Combine Academy. Possession stays with 22 feet.
Muncie to inbound it. Ty Leardom in the game now. He just had it thrown into him, number 10 there in the white jersey. A guy who, one of the key words associated with his name is definitely motor, as you see him hustle there. Key of Greenville, you know they're a good sponsor, especially when Ty Leardom slows up a little bit to avoid from plowing through the sign.
Ty Leardom, state champion, South Carolina for Bob Collins at Shannon Forest track and field squad.
Plezak going to be called for a travel. So with 11:53 remaining here in the first half, go back over to 22 feet. Muncie, Hoekstra, Velasco-Mata, Leardom, and Cormelo on the floor for 22 feet. Vincent, he smelled blood, went after it. Velasco-Mata has his teammates back, but throws it out of bounds. Pass attempted for Hoekstra.
Great effort there by Velasco-Mata to dive on the floor and get the ball. Fortunately resulted in a turnover, which Marcus is again a huge factor in this game for 22 feet.
They trail by 8. Narrow crosses over. The jump pass creates a turnover yet again. Muncie goes to the deck to get it. And now Hoekstra will give it back to him. Good hustle there by Muncie. We'll see if they can take advantage of it by scoring here on the offensive end.
Max Hoekstra needing to come off of that screen right there, that handoff. Take the ball into the middle of the floor. Create some spacing.
That one off the back of the rim. Rawson with the offensive rebound. Haynes can't get it to go. Plezak wrestles it away. Now here's Vincent. Yeah, I think everybody in this facility, even a couple people getting a lap around the track upstairs, could have called that offensive foul. That was, the defender was there in plenty of time, and Vincent's a better player than that particular play showed. I mean, I thought he was at least going to Euro there, maybe float it up, maybe do something to avoid the charge.
David Muncie for 22 feet really prides himself on taking charges. Not the first one he's taken this weekend either. They're coming off a 30-point victory last night against Charlotte United on the road. Played very well in that game as well, drawing a couple charges.
And we show love for it. Let's take a look at this one. As you can see, stay right there, both feet set. Eats the contact. Foul against Vincent.
Easy call for the official.
Cormelo at the line. Good on the first free throw. Makes it 13-20. Levi Brucey checks back into the game. Muncie has a seat.
Rotating floor generals.
Talk about some of the differences in terms of what a Muncie provides you versus what a Brucey provides you.
Brucey, out of Amsterdam in the Netherlands, his game has really evolved in the last 3 years from when he first came to Greenville. His IQ is through the roof. He's really a team leader, very strong, kind of a calming sense when he's on the floor. Muncie, from Greenville, likes to press a lot, likes to get down there under the basket with the trees, if you will, and try to make a play, which now that he's grown to about 6'1", is a whole lot easier for him to do than, say, a couple years ago when he was clocking in at 5'10".
Yeah. Can always appreciate the little growth spurt. Shot missed on one end, trying to convert it into a bucket on the other there was Lucky Lawson. Unlucky there on the shot. 22 feet will bring it the other way. Slon had the first three-pointer and the first points of the game for 22 feet. Has been relatively quiet since then as Brucey directs traffic. Wanted Ross in the roll. A little bit of miscommunication there, and it's another turnover. Combine will bring it the other way.
When you're 6'9" like Kieran Rawson, you do not want to have to go down to the floor to get the ball. That is not fun.
And another turnover.
Coach Schmidt letting them have it over there.
Yeah, with the ambient noise being picked up in the background, you might be able to hear. Anytime a coach starts it off with if, fill in the blank one more time, you know the second part of that sentence isn't going to be good. As we take a look at some of the ball movement and the efficiency that Combine has shown, that three was splashed. Quick commercial break. We'll be back here from Greenville. Looks like we're about ready to go out of the timeout. Just under 10 minutes, 9:31 and counting left to play here in the first half. Marcus Burnett joined by Will Finch. Appreciate you joining us here at the 22 Feet Academy President's Day Showcase. The host 22 Feet varsity squad down by 6, but relatively speaking, I say the glass is half full when you look at the amount of turnovers that they've had at this point.
Absolutely. I'll give the credit to Combine Academy, though, Marcus. They've come out with patience, poise, executed their sets, and looked for good shots.
One there for 22 feet as they knock it down and pull it to within 4. Exactly 9 minutes left on the first half clock. Floater along the baseline. That one's off the mark, but sticking with it. Getting another opportunity there. That's number 5. Have to get his name at halftime.
Been told he's from Israel. Another foreign influence on the Combine Atlanta team that's playing here in this game.
Fiver will have a seat back into the game. It'll be number 13, Sam Plezak. Lasco Mata gets it over to Slon. Back to Slon in the corner. Rawson with the assist. Slon with his second triple of the game.
Ralph Schlon not afraid to take clutch shots. Took another 3, this time buried it. I think he's 2 for 3 now in the first half of this contest.
As they pull it within 1. Chance to take the lead here. Leo Benak going the other way. A lot of mustard there. And spin on that ball. They can't get the shot to go, but it's Benak that'll kick it over to Brucey. Back to Benak. A little strong there on that shot. Benak just checking in a minute or so ago.
Benak known for being a very strong ball handler. Very strong with the dribble. And with his size, it's often very tricky to defend that dribble when he is coming your way.
Different sport kind of puts you in the mindset of a little scat back. By the time you see him come past that line, he's already got 4 or 5 yards on you just because of that size.
See, Marcus, there was a beautiful Euro step by number 3 for Combine. I'm not so sure if that was a travel. Official called it a travel, though, so it's going the other way. But with the desire to take charges by 22 feet, Combine's going to have to utilize a Euro step dipsy-do to get around the defense.
That they will, and we'll file that travel call in that folder along with, moves that just kind of look so good that the official was like, something's got to be wrong there on that one.
Absolutely.
Foul there. Going to go against number 20, Jose Martinez. Martinez caught with the hand on the cookie jar, whether the contact was accentuated a little bit or not. And you see both of those arms extended. That makes it an easier call for the official to make. 1 point game. We approach the 7-minute mark.
Inbounds for 22 feet results in nothing. Levi Brucey tries a teardrop, doesn't get it to roll.
Quick catch and shoot there for Erica's Joxtis.
Combine Academy again, strong in transition, getting the shot they want and capitalizing.
And there's Cormelo. I believe that's his first make in terms of a jumper. Actually, his second. I remember him getting a home bounce on one earlier. He makes it 21-23.
Shaping up to be a great game here.
Plezak misses. Nobody boxes out Jose Martinez. He's still at it. Finally, Cormelo wrestles it out of there.
Ill-advised shot by Combine there with 3 defenders collapsing on him. 22 feet with the ball, trying to set up their offense. Ball screen, little dump down.
And we haven't been able to say ill-advised shot by Combine too many times here in this game. They moved it around, done a great job of being efficient and taking advantage of some of those early 22 feet turnovers. Now that 22 feet is sort of settling in a little bit and trying to get more guys going, this is definitely not the time for Combine to start, getting out of what had them in the lead for most of this game. Hand off to Muncie.
Good
Slide.
penetration.
Yeah.
But looks for the pass and results in another turnover and a foul on the opposite end. Combine going for the old-fashioned three-point play. I know Coach Schmidt is not happy over there talking to his alternate floor general, Levi Brucey.
As we take another look at that last play, able to hang in the air and finish through the contact, Lucky Lawson. Got the front end taken care of, back end swishes through.
Three-point play, puts them up 5.
5:38 to play here in the first half. Foul gonna go against Joxtis.
J.J. Willems played football for Shannon Forest Christian School in the fall here, so he is he's used to taking a hit. He can take that, gets up, be just fine going to the line. 1-1.
Team foul against Combine, just 3 team fouls for 22 feet.
Bailed out by the official there on a lane violation by Combine. 1-1 again.
Be nice to take advantage of the mulligan there. Knocks down the first free throw.
Something to be said about J.J. Willems. He'll respond to the adversity that's presented to him. If he misses the first shot, pretty good chance he ain't going to miss the second.
Second and third are good, 23-26. As Demir brings it across now over to Joxtis.
Combine utilizing their 2 big men in the high post. Allows for the guards to drive off of it.
Shot off there, Muncie. You mentioned he likes to push, likes to make things happen. Here he'll get a chance to do it from the free throw line.
Took a tumble there, but something he's accustomed to again. Hitting the floor, not opposed to it by any means. Gets a chance to convert the free throw line.
Swishes the first. As Kieran Rawson checks back in, Ralph Slon has a seat for 22 feet. They pull it to within 1 with that Muncie trip to the charity stripe.
Coach Schmidt going with the size and Kieran Rawson to help combat some of the size by Combine there in the high post at the elbows. Strong screen.
Rawson got a piece of it. Hoekstra kind of got caught watching it. Plezak can't make him pay. That thing did everything but stay down for him.
Combine with some great penetration, unable to get the roll.
That Hoekstra jumper, not sure whether they counted as a 2 or a 3.
I think they gave it a 2.
Yep.
Gives 22 feet the lead for the first time here since, well, at all.
Yeah,
first lead they've
period.
had.
Yep.
Tied it at 3-3 and been trailing ever since, but now they got the lead. We're on a little dribble drive action. Kick out to the corner, Hoekstra. Buries it again.
Good work there by Willems. Just set up Hoekstra. Set up only as good as its finish. Hoekstra comes through. 30-26 now. How will Combine respond? It's a wide open look. The team that we saw shooting with a nice amount of touch to start the game is going cold.
They seem to be rushing their shots now, Marcus. It's kind of shocking. Seem to be setting up in an offense that forces them to rush a shot.
Yeah.
Definitely not what Combine's looking for.
So you got rush shots and things getting more uncomfortable on the other end, but on the 22 feet side of things, the exact opposite. The Willems assist, the Hoekstra jumper, 26-30. Now we'll have free throws. The 1-and-1 still just the 19 foul, so no double bonus just yet. Rawson can't get the front end to go.
Didn't follow through with his follow through on that free throw shot and left it short.
Plezak gonna try a contested 3, way off the mark on that one. He better be glad he shot that at the 1 p.m. game with Varsity on the floor versus against the national team a little bit later tonight. He'd be hearing a couple air ball chants right now.
Oh boy. 22 feet national team playing about as well as they have all year. And I know it's a very exciting group for Coach Ryan Schmidt to coach. His brother Matt Schmidt, the head coach of the varsity team here.
That lid on the rim for Combine Academy remains there. It's been there for the past few minutes, but you have a 22 feet turnover. They had done a good job of cutting down the frequency on those after having a first portion of the first half sort of riddled with turnovers, but there they commit one. We're under the 3-minute mark now.
Coach Schmidt can handle turnovers when his team has the lead. You better make a stop on the defensive end like 22 feet did there in order for him to let it go. If not, might be a different story here. Pull this game to within 2. Right now it's at 4 and 22 feet with the ball.
Guamalo to Rawson.
No look pass by Rawson results in another turnover. You can see the blood boiling over there in Coach Matt Schmidt's face. Yeah, looking to his bench for a sub.
And that pass is not the best decision. Even though Rawson's passing ability overall is something that, is impressive for the freshman with his size, a good piece of his versatility. That one just a bad decision to try to make a post entry at that angle. And then I think the no-look element only made it that much tougher for him to get it there.
And Combine Academy converting on the other end, doing exactly what they're supposed to do to pull this game to within 2.
Minute 44 remaining. As you see Coach Schmidt touching base with Rawson. About the same thing we just discussed in terms of that pass attempt.
There's something to be said about Kieran's ability to understand what coach is trying to convey, to where he'll make the adjustments next time he sees the floor. And I doubt that'll happen again.
Looks like we've got a timeout by Coach Schmidt and 22 Feet Academy. We're going to take a timeout with them. 28-30, a minute 28 remaining here in the first half. We'll be back after this quick break. .128 remaining here in the first half out of the timeout. 22 Feet trying to get it in. They do so just in the nick of time. Cormelo. That shot changed by Plezak. Now Combine will slow it down. So they try to tie this thing up as we approach the final minute of the first half.
Not exactly sure that's the shot Coach Matt Schmidt wanted coming out of a timeout. But it's what 22 Feet got. And luckily Combine came down the other end, missed their shot, so score stays the same, under a minute to go in the half.
Brucey to Willems.
Patience a virtue in high school basketball when there's no shot clock.
So Narwa going to help draw some contact. I'm anxious to see if that was actually a foul or if Narwa should get that $5,000 fine after the league reviews that. Yeah, he might get that $5,000 piece of paper sent if this were the league, man. That's the anti-flopping law would be in effect, but you can also chalk that up to a little bit of savvy because you saw just a slight arm extension. Not enough to warrant that flop, but enough to possibly sell it to an official. So mission accomplished, and Combine gets the ball back.
Oscars are coming up, right, Marcus?
No doubt, man.
Great defense shown by 22 Feet. But wide open at the top of the keys, Combine. 12 seconds remaining.
Vincent in the corner with it. Jump step, can't get the shot to go. Now it's poked away. Brucey gives it a shot, and that one is off the mark. We've got a good one here, 28-30. 22 Feet Varsity with a 2-point advantage. Marcus Burnett, Will Finch, we'll see you back here after halftime.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
You heard the buzzer in the background. Means we are seconds away from getting the second half started. Marcus Burnett joined by Will Finch. Will, for those that might just be joining us on the webcast, give us your best nutshell summary of the first half and what has us at a 28-30 ball game.
Nutshell summary, Marcus. The Combine basketball team started off the game really with patience and poise, moving the ball, selecting their shots, which led to 28 points. I think as the game went on, they got a little rushed, a little sloppy, but it has them in position to win this game. 22 Feet Academy started off a little rusty. Turnovers definitely the issue. I'm sure that's something that Coach Matt Schmidt went into the locker room wanting to correct. Patience and poise is what he was probably preaching to his team, and hopefully they heard him, and that shows in the second half.
The 22 feet, you got to feel like with the turnovers that you had in the first half to still go in to the locker room up to, you got to feel good about your chances if you play your game and make sure you don't help the other team when it comes in the area of turnovers.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Nice defense without fouling there by Rawson. How many times do you see a guy bail? They've got a guy dead in the water. He's picked up his dribble, can't get the ball out, and you see a guy commit a foul in an instance right there. That's a tough shot for him to make, especially with a 6'8" guy with both arms outstretched.
Absolutely. Kieran Rawson disciplined on the defensive end.
This is the first banging around. You talked about the young fella getting used to that body. Appears to be coming into it well, as you saw him, even though it was after the play, kind of power dribble, move Martinez out of the way a little bit.
Kieran Rawson's IQ is something that is to be noted. Very smart basketball player at such a young age. Will definitely pay dividends in the future.
5-second violation against 22 feet there. You give credit to Combine. They get the ball back. 19 minutes up to play here in the second half.
Good ball movement. Leads to another desired shot for Combine in the corner.
A splash by Lucky Lawson. Oh, that was a nice move along the baseline. There by, I believe that was number 24, Jaxtis. We'll be able to see in the replay shortly. But like how he didn't pick that dribble up there along the baseline, kind of made a little in and out move and was able to extend the play and then get that assist in the corner. A lot of times you see guys get in a position in that baseline where they pick the dribble up and you got to either hit a great reverse or hope you can jump in the air and find somebody by the time you come down. He was a lot more under control. Shot missed, trying to turn it into offense quickly. But Snyers, ball finds its way in the hands of Jaxis, who misses that one badly.
Rush shot by Jaxis allows 22 feet to go the opposite way in transition. Levi Brusa hitting the teardrop, puts him back up one.
Nice little touch off the window. He makes it 32-31.
Strong high shoulder defense there by number one, Brucey.
And one extreme to the next, it was a silky three from almost an identical spot there for Lawson. Way too strong on that last one, but now it's the step back jumper by Jaxtis. Rebound by Schlein.
.22 feet, trying to set up in an offense, dump it inside to Rawson. Misses the shot, draws the foul.
Plezak looks around. With the way the contact looked, that's one of those to where, I think Plezak knew he committed the foul. He just thought he had gotten away with it. Felt like the whistle was a little late. As so do a few Combine Academy fans that have made the trip up 85. But nonetheless, Rawson at the free throw line.
Easy free throw, makes it a 2-point advantage. Muncie coming in for Brucey. Switching floor generals again, Coach Matt Schmidt.
Different approaches. You touched on it in the first half between Muncie and Brucey, but like the energy Muncie always brings in with him. That three-pointer kicked off the glass, no good. Nobody called out the screen there. So Martinez had to, or Jaxtis had to feel it rather than hear about it. Muncie forces the jump ball.
There's that energy that you were talking about, Marcus, displayed by Muncie. Just not afraid to get down there with the trees and wrestle for a ball. Pay dividends there for 22 feet as they're going opposite way on offense.
Velasco modeled to Willems. He'll drive baseline. That's what I meant when I talked about the play by Jaxis. You saw Willems go baseline there. He had picked up his dribble to where now I've either got to hit a high degree of difficulty shot or I got to hope, all ends well since I've already went airborne. And you saw the tough position he was in, turnover back to Combine.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Muncie finds himself in the post.
Muncie says no mouse in the house here. Good defensive play there by number 3, Sean Snyers. Kind of beat Muncie to the spot, but Willems gets it right back. Now Muncie will go for 3. No good, and Iowa with the rebound.
Ralph Schwan trying to establish a presence in the rebounding category here to start the second half, where he started the game off with a corner 3. Looking to rebound a little more than score this half, it seems.
Rebound is such an important element. We all love scoring, but without the rebounding taking place, you can't make it happen. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they're shooting the lights out, tearing the world up, but the Draymond Green and the Mo Spates, rebounds and what they're able to do in that area make a lot of those possibilities come to fruition.
Absolutely right. You talk to those guys like Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they'll tell you that they know that everything that they get on the offensive end comes from a defensive stance. And, boy, the Warriors are fun to watch, aren't they?
Couldn't agree more. And Draymond Green's agent knew that worth as well as they cashed in they're on that contract, and I'm sure they get an incentive with them being a part of the All-Star Weekend festivities this weekend as well. So
absolutely.
Willems off the mark there on that jumper. Well, they were too strong on the jump shot, but Lucky Lawson with the offensive rebound.
We just got done talking about the importance of rebounding, and there's 22 feet giving up an offensive rebound there. Lucky for them, Combine, too many steps. Ball going back to 22 feet. Coach Matt Schmidt has put Leo Benak in at the point, receiving his orders. Definitely a different style than Muncie and Brucey.
Benak with the nice ball handler rating. If you look in the far corner, Brucey appears to have a couple fingers taped up. He's getting some medical attention over there on the sidelines. Look like he will be able to return this game, but you see those 2 fingers taped together, so he's experiencing some issue there. One-point game advantage, 22 Feet Academy, their varsity squad. The second of 5 games total today. It was Evelyn Mack Academy with an 88-84 victory over Believe Prep to open the President's Day Showcase. Not a bad game to start at all.
Not at all. A lot of scoring, a lot of runs, a lot of transition offense. Turnovers in that game as well, though. On the Believe Prep side led to the victory for Evelyn Mack. Hopefully that's not the case for 22 Feet, who is definitely well ahead of the turnover column, well ahead in the turnover column compared to Combine.
Good hustle there by Laird. He throws it Off of Combine and out of bounds. Quick shot. Leardom with the offensive rebound. Working inside. Can't get it to go. It's finally snatched out of there by Jaxtis. Pass intended for Vincent. Gets a bear hug from the official, but no longer has the ball. It'll go back to 22 feet.
Beanak receiving a double ball screen. Takes it himself. Very ill-advised shot.
3 from the corner. Nothing but net there for number 10, Honorali Demir.
Combine making him pay.
Now that looks more like the Combine that we saw early on in the game. They have a 1-point advantage.
Corner ball movement doesn't lead to much for Cormelo, but his ability as a playmaker allows him to take it to the cup, get the bucket, and put 22 feet up by 1.
Took lemons and made lemonade there on that one. As we approach the 13-minute mark. Good defense by Beanak. Vincent with the assist. Jaxtis knocks down the 3.
Soft closeout by Rutger Hoekstra. Results in a quick tray ball. Back and forth we go, Marcus.
35-37.
With a turnover there by Velasco Mata. Coach Matt Schmidt pacing the sidelines. A little bit of a fervor at the 12:36 mark. Combine basketball.
Did you see that last 3-pointer there via your instant replay? Nice touch pass there by Vincent. Didn't waste any time getting it over to the shooter who was already calling for it.
Beanak picks up the foul. Trying to defend at the point of attack.
Well, Beanak will remain on the floor as J.J. Williams checks in for Velasco Mata. Tough shot, the fall away jumper, no good. Vincent, offensive rebound. And he'll have to get these 2 from the free throw line.
In the first half, it seemed to be turnovers with the Achilles heels for 22 feet now. Might have switched to offensive rebounds. Combine doing an excellent job in the second half of getting to the offensive glass. And here they are at the line, making 22 feet pay.
Vincent's first one's good. Second one on the way, that one's good as well. And now a 9-point advantage for Combine.
4-point advantage, 4-point advantage that based on the capitalization of the stakes by 22 feet. Credit goes to Combine.
I appreciate it. I had a quick version of commentator dyslexia there. I saw 39 and said 9. Appreciate you having my back on that one.
No problem.
Teamwork making the dream work, man.
You know it. You know it.
Combine in 22 feet trying to do the same thing here. That 3-pointer is going to be off the front of the rim. Leardom with the rebound. Gets it to Hoekstra. Hoekstra to Williams. Leardom wants it inside. Instead, it's going to be a turnover. Vincent coming the other way. Beanak comes in and strips it away.
Beanak using his size to his advantage. Unfortunately, it doesn't work when you're trying to get down low with the trees.
Now, Beanak's ability to get to the third level with the way he handles the ball and his quickness, you know, he's done that in an impressive way. It's just been kind of finishing when he gets there, and that's something that's going to come with time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Benak's big heart definitely outweighs his size. He's got a huge heart and will do anything he can to impact the game, and always keeps that head up, always keeps that chin up. When he goes to the rim and misses a shot, has no fear of doing it again. Combine, great shot. Tough shot.
Knocked down there by number 5, who makes it 37-41. Cormelo goes behind the back, now picks his dribble up over to Willems.
22 feet seems to be having difficulty, Marcus, moving the ball on offense. And that just can't make Coach Schmidt happy.
Not at all.
Combine playing man-to-man defense, and in no way is 22 feet shifting that defense. Pretty stagnant offensively, 22 feet right now. Luckily, it's only a 4-point deficit for 22 feet.
We approach the 10-minute mark.
Offensive rebound. Hurts 22 feet again.
You know, I'm surprised it took us this long into the game to mention it, but Julian Kustra not playing here in this game, and you can't help but to think about the impact that he has as not only a decent-sized body inside, but just his level of activity and ability to mix it up. You're definitely seeing Kustra's absence play a role with some of these offensive rebounds.
Julian Kustra, such a strong part of Coach Matt Schmidt's team. Definitely the leader on and off the floor. You see him right there in the huddle with Coach Matt Schmidt, giving his advice, almost becoming a de facto assistant coach. Unfortunately, he is unable to play, and you're absolutely right. They would love to have his size and ability to rebound down low. Rebounding issues may not be issues if Julian Kustra was in the ball game.
And to further underscore that point, you know, Jonas Daniels, also sitting due to an injury. You look at those two guys right there. Those are two guys that eat glass, man. So, I mean, you can really see the difference when they're not on the floor from a standpoint of rebounding.
Two strong bodies for Coach Matt Schmidt.
Nonetheless, Coach Schmidt in 22 feet trying to win with the personnel that is there and available. Benak trying to avoid the 5-second call. Very hard player to get that count against. Cormelo to Slon. Slon has it poked away. Now it's going to be picked up. Tough floater there. Good defense by Combine, just a better shot by Cormelo.
Question needs to be asked, Marcus. When will we see Levi Brucey return to the ball game for 22 feet? Yeah. Looks as if he's over there with ice on his fingers. And one of the floor generals taken out. In comes Muncie, though, to replace Benak. Maybe get a little spark here on the offensive end for 22 feet.
Kieran Rawson in for Leardom. Like you mentioned with Brucey, ice on the hand. Kia of Greenville shooting shirt on. So he might be sitting for the next few minutes. We'll see if it is the rest of the game or not. Rawson wants it on the block. Now they get it to him.
Tough shot by Ralph Schlon.
Yeah. Kisses
it off the glass and pulls 22 feet within 2.
Very tough shot right there. Two defenders draped all over him, still knocks it down. Rawson tries to pick it up, but it's poked away.
When you're 6'9", that ball's on the ground. It's a long way down.
Yeah.
Coach Schmidt begging Kieran Rawson to dive on the ball.
Pass to Plezak. Three in the key. Three in the key as a Trevor Anawa kind of looked at the official, wanted rationale. Hers was.
She gave him 6,
So,
and he only gets 3.
So I guess what I could call 2 3-second violations on you if that would make you feel better, you know. But yeah, it's gonna go. It's gonna go the other way. Muncie for 3 from the corner. 3 in the key on one side. Muncie with the triple on the other.
Executed perfectly by 22 feet. Cormelo penetrating, kick out to Muncie in the corner, and he buries it. 22 feet regains the lead. 44-43.
Please act there. Another rush shot by Combine.
Ralph Schlond with the rebound.
Muncie misses. Rawson has a handle on it and fouled on the play.
You can see by Rawson's body language that he was hoping for a foul there, and he was rewarded. Got smacked there. It doesn't really feel very good.
No, it doesn't. I tell you what feels good for Coach Schmidt, seeing David Muncie knock down a 3 like we just saw there in that last replay.
David Muncie comes with that eat or be eaten mentality. Paid off for him there.
He gets it into Rawson, now trying to get it back. Rawson hesitates for a second like he was going to get it to him, and then shows off some of that touch.
The ball handling ability for someone who's 6'8" makes him a special player, Marcus.
Yeah, man. No kidding. We've seen him pass it. We've seen him use that frame on the inside. You mentioned the ball handling. Also showing you he can splash that jumper as well. Change that shot, but sticking with it is Lucky Lawson. Makes it 45-46.
Combine taking advantage of the offensive glass. You got to hand it to them.
Yeah.
Shot goes up. They don't give up.
No.
Turnover in the paint, and Rawson finally gets to the ground.
Muncie, almost the same spot as the last three-pointer, can't get it to go. Cormelo fighting for that offensive rebound, both he and Lucky Lawson. Lucky is a ball player's name. I don't care whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever. Lucky Lawson just sounds like an athlete, man.
I'm going to give Lucky some credit. He's a player.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's too much that's lucky about Lucky's game. He knows how to play. Very calm. Contested shot there. 22 feet in transition. Muncie.
He misses. Rawson doesn't.
Offensive rebound for 22 feet. Number 22, Rawson with the putback. Extends the lead to 3.
Baseline drive. Oh, nice footwork there.
Just pretty. Pretty.
It's Erica's Jaxtis. He'll make it 47-48.
Jaxtis has been a major key for Combine here in this game. Cormelo rushing a shot. Misses. Combine trying to make him pay in transition. Settles it down in the half court.
Stripped away. Nice defense on the inside. Now it's in the hands of Muncie. Rawson will hand it back to him.
5-out motion by 22 feet. Cormelo making him pay in the corner.
Gets an attaboy from Coach Schmidt on the way back down to the other end. Makes it 51-47.
This might be 22 feet's largest lead of the ball game. Combine with a rush shot. 22 feet, pick from behind, going the opposite way. Coach, there's nothing lucky about that man's game. He is a ball player.
49-51. Strong drive there by Cormelo. Is going to get him to the free throw line. Let's take a look at a replay of that last three-pointer he knocked down. The kind of a lukewarm close out there to get a hand up. That's not enough. Ice cream from the corner.
Perfect form, keeps his follow through, watches that sucker sail right through the net.
Yeah, that was a nice one. You know, Coach Schmidt, he's focused on the game, but you kind of got to dap him up on the way back, which is as pretty as that one was, man.
Taking care of business at the free throw line, too.
It's key, man. I mean, it's key in every game, but you get to this point, 4 minutes, 28 seconds, 14 fouls against Combine, 3 for 22 feet. But who's going to hit their free throws to either extend the lead and try to put it away, or in the case of Combine, use it to close this gap, which isn't much, but it's one that 22 feet seems consistent in extending.
Great inbounds play there by 22 feet. J.J. Willems slips down to the low post out of the box set, lays it up and in. Results in a 2-point basket. Combine gets the ball, goes the other way. Turnover. 22 feet. Regains control.
Muncie looking inside for Rawson. Rawson fouled on the play.
Coach Schmidt has to be emphasizing buckets at the basket, because that's exactly what 22 feet has done here. Exactly what they're doing to maintain this lead, as you said, and looking to extend it from the free throw line.
Ross's first free throw is good. We step away from the basket for a second to see that little baby jumper by Rawson. I mean, you can easily see why he's a player college coaches are going to keep an eye on over the next few years. Just that size, that skill set, and it's only going to get better here at a program like 22 feet.
Again, he's just a freshman. Time to improve, time to mature.
And time for us to take a timeout. Appreciate you joining us here on SUV TV. We'll be back after this short break. Don't go anywhere.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Last replay, that was Ericus Jaxtis for Combine Academy with the nice finish. But it is currently 22 feet with the 7-point advantage. Marcus Burnett joined by Will Finch as we are back to the action.
Combine giving Lucky a break right now. Probably looking to utilize him final 3 minutes or so in the game, make one push. Ill-advised shot by Combine. Gives the ball back to 22 feet.
Willems over to Velasco Mata.
Looks inside.
Bad call there. There's no way around it, just a bad call.
Rawson called for the offensive foul. We teach bigs these days to be physical, and some may say that the game of basketball has made every attempt to move away from physicality, and I think that's at the detriment to the game, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Physicality is what makes this game great.
Policing hand checks and your hands on the ball handler's back, okay. But when it comes to a 6'8" player just using his size inside, not lowering the shoulder, just merely, being stronger on one particular play, at some point you just got to let it play on. But I always include the caveat that it's always easier to be armchair official. They have to make the decisions with game speed going on.
Absolutely.
Just take our dialogue with a grain of salt in that regards, because
absolutely.
Muncie has it stripped away.
Combine in transition, dump down. Tried to finish opposite, couldn't get it to go. Last touch by 22 feet. Ball remains with Combine. 2:17 left, 7-point game.
A lot of times you see a reverse. Foul there as Muncie tries to tightrope the sideline. That would be the 17th foul. So it'll be a 1-and-1.
Aggressive defense by Combine leading to the aggressive tightrope walking by number 2, David Muncie, now at the line.
I was up covering a game last night. Miller Grove High School there in the Atlanta area as they're trying to get 7 out of the last 8 state championships. But
absolutely. Great program.
Coach White was steaming mad because he felt like his players in the beginning of yesterday's game weren't doing a good enough job of really forcing a player to that sideline and cutting it off. You know, there were too many times where players were able to make Houdini moves along the sideline because it's one thing to make a feeble attempt at cutting it off. It's another thing to make it to where they either go through you or step out of bounds. And I think that last play by Muncie was a prime example. They left him just enough room to tightrope it, and a player with his skill level can do it.
Yes,
Combine answers back with a three-pointer.
I told you I'm a fan of Lucky, number 0 for Combine. Keeping him in this game. 6 points, minute 36 to go. Muncie at the line.
So Muncie with the chance to add to the advantage. First one good. Score the second.
Plenty of time for Combine. Looked like there was a little misunderstanding between the officials there, however. The call is a block.
Velasco Mata wasn't happy, so you mean I stepped up, took that, and that's a good call. Those feet weren't set.
Very good call.
Velasco Mata's like, man, so I just took that for nothing, but that's a good call.
Feet weren't set.
First free throw off the mark. 1 minute, 27 seconds remaining.
Oh, violation on Combine. Nullifies the second free throw attempt. That's a sick feeling.
So down by 8. You need every score you can get, especially when the clock is stagnant. But you do get the turnover on that end.
Coach Matt Schmidt imploring that his 22-feet team throw chest passes as opposed to these bounce passes, which I believe he's correct, have led to the bounty of turnovers by 22 feet.
Long drive is tipped out.
Under a minute.
The last touch by Willems.
Combine trying to make something happen here. 46.7 left on the clock.
Quick three-pointer. Good. Good shot by Jaxtis.
Boy, has Jaxtis been a key cog for this. Ease a little bit of the stress going into the final less than 30 seconds, but game's not over.
So we'll have a timeout. We'll keep it right here. We take a look at a quick instant replay. You see the quick catch and shoot there by Jaxis. Tried to sell him, possibly turn it into a 4-point play, but he shot it well here in this one. We look at the remaining schedule for today. It'll be Combine Black versus S4G. Combine Black out of Georgia as well, S4G out of North Carolina. And at 5 p.m., 22 Feet Select versus Middle Georgia Prep. And at 7 p.m., 22 feet, the National Squad versus Action Sports Academy. That'll be the nightcap here on day one. Six-point game. Kyron Rawson makes it a 7-point game. 27.7 on the clock.
For whatever reason, I've always felt some luck with the number 7. Whether I'm ahead or down, 7's a number where the ball game can go either way. Time running out, though, for Combine in their game against 22 feet. 5.7 left on the clock. Muncie going the other end, shooting 2.
So Muncie gets a couple more reps here at his free throw practice over the past few minutes. He's been a cool customer when he's went to the line here down the stretch. 5.7 remaining.
Coach Matt Schmidt continuing to coach even with 5.7 seconds left. Brought Rucker Hoekstra over for a quick powwow as Muncie converted both free throws.
So that is going to do it. 22 feet victorious. 55-64 is your final score. Appreciate you joining us. I'm Marcus Burnett. He's Will Finch. Until next time, which should be the next game at 3 p.m., we tip off Combine Black versus S4G. Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely.